Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wanderers Who Love Our Waterways. My introductionary video is not starting, so I'm going to introduce myself. This is Stephen Stapleton. I'm coming to you live tonight talking about the updates for Our Waterways. Our Waterways is a company that specializes in a company that has been around for 23 years and is based in Calabasas, California. And their main goal is to focus on luxury river cruising. So what does that mean? Europe, the Far East, Colombia, Africa, Egypt, Portugal, Spain, also part of Europe. I always forget that. They curate luxury river cruise experiences for you. So it's an intimate experience. There are smaller ships, maybe 120 people max on the largest ships that they have, and as small as 28 people on the ships that travel in Africa. Your menu choices, your culinary delights, if you would, your gastronomy, you foodie people, they are really, really good at creating special menus. One of the things they do is they source local products from the locations that you visit. So all your fruits and vegetables are fresh. They're going to have a bunch of chemicals in your food and that kind of thing. Some things that set them apart are all of your drinks are included on board the ship. You do have specific times to eat. It's not food just available just 24 hours a day. There's always a selection you could choose from in the buffet cafe area where you can get dishes and cheeses and crackers and sandwiches and stuff throughout the day, aside from the scheduled dinner time, breakfast, lunch, and dinner time. But exquisite cuisine, um, every excursion is included. So when you go to a place like France and you visit Paris or Normandy or Le Havre or something like that, your excursions you get off the ship are included in your price. You pay one price for everything, all your drinks, all your food, your excursions. They even have bikes on board the ship so that if you go to a location, all locations have bike tours. You can choose between a walking tour, a bike tour, a bus tour, visiting a certain an attraction where you're located. Or in our case, when we were in Paris the last day, they actually rented out a full service spa. If you wanted to, you could have gone to that spa for the day and treated yourself to all the spa activities. We did not take the spa. We actually took a Black History tour on that day. We got back to Paris, but that's one of the things, and some of the things that set them apart. You want an experience that is very relaxed, something where you don't have people crowding over this, crowding over that, trying to get space in the pool, you know, all that kind of thing. You got something where it's relaxed. When you come home, you feel like you need a vacation for the vacation you just took. You're gonna be well taken care of. Um, you know, everything's gonna be right there at your fingertips. You're not paying extra for it. You're not having to haggle about getting back to and from the ship. If you purchase your airfare, it includes your transport from the airport to the hotel, from the hotel to the ship. If you do a land package as part of your experience, whether it be a complimentary land package or one that you purchased, the transportation is included, the breakfast is included, the 4 or 5 star hotel is included. Lots of inclusions, lots of inclusions. Tonight, at the end of our discussions, I'm going to talk about the promotions that they have going on, which are many. Just using my screen over here to monitor that what you're seeing is what I'm seeing, which is a wonderful thing. So, what we're going to do tonight is something I'm very excited about. I can't wait for my opportunity one day when I get rich, like some of you other folks out there that got all that money. I'm going to Africa or Egypt. Last week, I touched on Africa and talked about some things. And tonight, uh, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into Africa. We're gonna look at one of the voyages in particular. We're gonna look at the Zambezi Queen ship, which is a ship that only has 28 guests on it, 14 staterooms. All the staterooms are balconies, so you have ultimate views of the safaris that you go through. The countryside, the animals, the scenery that you'll see. Nothing obstructing your views. No interior staterooms. Everything's balcony. You can imagine. That's why I say you rich folks. I don't have it like that yet. I'm working on getting it though. Y'all keep supporting me. Y'all start buying some travel for me. I will be going to Africa. Going back to Europe this next year on a waterways trip. I don't know which one yet. We're going to figure out which one that's going to be, but it's coming. It's already, the finances of it have we're gonna go ahead and we're going to select one, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started on that thing. So tonight, like I said, I'm gonna talk about Africa, and we're gonna look at a particular sailing. Get my tabs right. We're gonna look at these what that looks like. Okay, so this is the Zambezi Queen. Give it a second, it'll catch up. There we go. And you're seeing what I'm seeing. The Zambezi Queen. Notice that all your staterooms are about. Okay, some of them are closed off because they want the privacy, but they're all balconies. Only 14 staterooms on this ship. Let's take a look around the ship. I'll give you a quick video. It's about a minute and a half. We'll take a look at that first. So there you have it, folks. The Zambezi Queen, a testament to some of the things that I talked about in reference to uh, the experiences that you'll have on board, uh, your staterooms, uh, what the deck plan looks like. Look at some of these pictures. I mean, these are gorgeous photos. And this is true because I've taken one of their ships, Amadante, in France, and I can tell you that these photos are not made up. They are real. Take a look at this gallery here. I got to put it back on that screen so you can see it. This gallery here, actually, well, not that gallery is called every excursion that you go on. As you can see, that's the smaller skiff that they get up closer to the animals. So this is definitely a once in a lifetime opportunity that you want to take advantage of, where you can get up and close, not too personal with these animals, but that you can see is a relaxing experience. Not an amusement park, not Disney World. It's not designed to get your blood pressure way high and get you all, you know, discombobulated so that when it's time to go home, you need another vacation. No, that's not what this is about. So I would like to show you a little deeper dive into one of their itineraries. And the one that I'm looking for, we're going to go this route because the one I'm looking for, I don't see it right away. So look for it this way. I think it's called Wildlife in the Falls. The one I'm looking for is a 13 nighter. No, this is not it. There's one I'm looking for. It's a 13 nighter, but it also includes a rail journey on a turn of the century uh, train through Africa. So let me see if I can find that. Give me a second. And I had it earlier today, but I'm only using one tab because last week I had a problem using two tabs and just didn't do what I needed it to do. We want the one that has the rail. Oh, Rivers and Rails. That's what it's called. And you see all these photos. You can see as I'm showing you how awesome this is. But Rivers and Rails. That's the one we want. So let me go back to the screen. I just saw it. There's so much to their site that I can't remember it all. So often I have to jump around a bit to find what we're looking for. So Rivers and Wales, like I said, Pride of Africa, it's a turn of the century train that you take for 4 nights through Africa. It happens in the middle of your cruise. You start off first on land, and then you transfer to the train, and eventually to the ship. Let me make sure I get that in the right order. 3 nights in Cape Town, 4 nights on the safari cruise. So no, I did not have the right order. 2 nights in Victoria Falls, and 3 nights on the train. So what does that itinerary look like? Let's take a look. Here's your map area of Africa, as you can see here. You're going to arrive in Cape Town on day one. On day 13, at the end of the cruise, you're ending in Johannesburg. So you're flying to Cape Town, and you're flying home from Johannesburg. Again, these are countries. This is a continent, so you go through all these countries. So let's take a look at it, see what it looks like. Day one, you're in Cape Town. Your arrival, check in your hotel. Day two, you got a full day Cape Cod Hope tour and a lunch in a local restaurant. Day three, your cable way up Cape Mountain and scenic drive through Cape Winelands with tasties and lunch. Or use Robin Island guided tour with lunch in a local restaurant. Cable way up to Cape Mountain. Day number four, you have a morning flight to Victoria Falls, which is included in your fare. You don't pay for that flight. You're going to transfer to the Namibian border, and that's the embarkation day, where you're going to meet your ship, the Zambezi Queen. Have cocktail hour and dinner that night. On day number five, the Chobe River safaris by boat. So that's going to be a smaller boat, the one of which you saw earlier of the photo. It's going to get you close and personal with those animals. Not too close, again, you don't want to be running from. Day five, day six, full-day safari of Chobe National Park, open 4x4 vehicle, and a picnic lunch. Again, close and personal. This is all included. These are not extra charges. If I click on this, it'll tell you more. Full-day safari of Chobe National Park and a 4x4 vehicle. Be on the lookout for elephants, giraffe, zebra, sable, warthog, and buffalo. For lunch, take a seat under the trees and stay for a delicious picnic. Day seven, you're back on the Zambezi Queen. Morning visit to the local African village. Afternoon, safari by boat. Or you can choose bird watching or fishing or none of those. And then on that night, you're going to have an African themed dinner. I'm sorry. Remember, all these excursions that I mentioned, you have a choice at which ones you select. Or if you just want to sleep in or you don't want to participate, you can let the staff know, let the cruise manager know. They're glad to accommodate you. No problem. Okay. Day 8, you're gonna disembark the Zambezi Queen for Victoria Falls. You're transferring to Victoria Falls, mostly by bus transportation. You're gonna have a sunset cocktail reception aboard a vintage steam train, followed by dinner. Day number 9, Victoria Falls, you're gonna have a guided tour. You have a free afternoon, and you have a Zambezi River sundowner cruise with drinks and tapas. Day number 10, you're in the town of Victoria Falls with a tour. You'll have lunch. You can embark. This is where you go on the train. You're going to embark the Rovos Rail Luxury Train. Again, it's the turn of the century train. You're going to travel by rail to Hawaii Game Reserve. If you've been to Florida, you've been to Disney, Animal Kingdom, they talk a lot about the Hawaii Game Reserve. They work very hard to protect the animals from poaching criminals that kill the animals for rich folks, so they can put a ashtray trophy of a gorilla's hand on their dinner table or something. You know, they're doing a lot of that protection activity in Hawaii Game Reserve, so you'll get to see that up close. So get day 10, you're on that train, which at the top looks like that. Pride of Africa. Okay. Let's go and see if we got some pictures of the train in the gallery. Here we go. Some sites you'll see while on your land port and your 4x4 portion, which I talked about, is inside of this luxury turn of the century train car. As you can see, again, this is a very relaxed atmosphere. There's a picture of Victoria Falls in the background, which you'll spend a couple of days there touring that. Must see if you go to Africa. A must see. Another picture of Victoria Falls overhead. Beautiful scenery. I mean, nothing like you'll see in the United States. Obviously, again, this is a trip of a lifetime. Uh, I can't wait for my opportunity to go. There's a picture of the Zambezi Queen once again. Okay. So, so that gives you an idea. Now we'll go back down to, well, I got to go back to our itinerary. Uh, okay, it didn't quite go the way I wanted it to go. So we got to go the long way around again to here, where we're going to go back to day 11. Yeah, we're scrolling down to day 11, which is going to be Rovos Whale again, morning safari in Hawaii Game Reserve. Continue your journey south. On day 12, Rovos Whale is going to take you to South Africa, and you're going to pass through the Marico Valley and Mangalisburg Range. So day number 13, you're arriving in Pretoria in the middle of the morning, and you're going to transfer to Johannesburg Airport for your flight home. If you choose, you could add further days to your just Johannesburg section, uh, a land package that you can purchase additionally through Alma Waterways. They will just add it to your trip total, and you can spend a day or two in Johannesburg touring that area and the sights and sounds that you will see. Okay. And in case you missed it, let's go back there. I want to give you, where's my map? Uh, that's not the map I want. I want to give you a map of Africa for those of you who are not super familiar with it. Uh, let's see. It may not cooperate. Okay, here we go. Here's a map. So you got South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, Angola. You don't go into Zambia. You just Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe. You go through it down to Botswana again, Johannesburg. So you're getting a fair representation of the continent. So that gives you an overview. If you'd like to learn more about those, reach out to me so we can get you started, hooked up with those. Um, I'm going to go into their current promotions in the last few minutes here and let you know what they have going for you that you can take advantage of. Complimentary round trip airfare is the first one we're going to talk about. Available for a limited time on select Egypt departures. And if you buy this by December 31st, you can take advantage of it. You can take advantage of it. It's free complimentary round trip airfare for two people from the United States from every major gateway. Um, if you choose not to take advantage of the free airfare, you could get these offers here. Premium class airfare for 19.99 per person. Business class for 29.99, which is equal to first class. If you don't want to do the airfare, like to get the savings on your cruise, you can get up to $2,000 in fare savings off the price of your statement. And if you go down through here, it'll show you and everything that's available. You request a quote. You click it. This is my private website I'm using. So you click these, it would take you to contact me so that I can get you a quote. So that's your air. Early booking rewards for 2027 are still ongoing. By December 31st, we only got a few more weeks, folks, to take advantage of this. You can get up to $4,000 off your stateroom for certain river cruises in 2027. The word is out, and the deals are out there. You can see here some of the savings that you're seeing per person on these cruises. Depending on where you go, it tells you different rates that you'll save. I know those look like, and they are high dollar, but again, these are once in a lifetime trips. They look, they're not bargain basement, they're not tire kickers, they're not, you're not the you're at the Cadillac level, honestly, at least if you want to think about how you're traveling. The anniversary sale is up to $2,500 per person, still ongoing until December 31st. Save up to $2,500 per stateroom, excuse me, not person, per stateroom on select voyages. And you see the voyages listed here, and they have pricing differentials. Go back to screen. We'll go to the next item. Solo Traveler Special. Ongoing. 3 ways to save. You can save 10% on a single supplement fare, which normally you have to pay extra for that second person, but you get 90% off that cost, even though they're not there. Or 25% off single supplements available on some entry level stateroom categories on the Mekong River, which is the Far East. And then the final one or third way to save some staterooms on the Amacello, Amadante, Oche, and Amalira are single occupancy staterooms. Don't have a supplement involved. I was actually on the island in August. Beautiful ship, and I didn't see any. I didn't have a reason. My wife and I were on it, so this was the ship. We didn't have a reason to experience the single stateroom, but this is giving you an idea of what it looks like. Not letting me go in there to look at the actual. Oh, here we go. We'll go here. So this is a suite on the Amadante. Give you an idea what that looks like. Gives you the floor plan. Uh, it's not going to the other. Oh, right here. So the single. We talked about the singles. The single will look like that. So small, but it's only one person, right? Your doubles would look like this. Okay, and then as you obviously as with any cruise line, when you select different stateroom types, you have different levels of luxury, different levels of amenities. As you scroll up, you can see that these are larger. Your suites are getting into more space, and then we're going back up to the category A with the French balcony, with the bars up there. You don't actually step out onto that balcony, but you have a full view of your surroundings. And uh, these are all French balconies on the Amadante. I had to remember that because I was just on it. They're all French balconies, so you're not going to see, like you see here. There's none that you're going to step out on. But you go up to the top deck here, you have free range of the outdoors. So you're more than welcome to do that. We go back to special offers here, and for some reason my screen is not changing, and it should be. I think I know why. Well, anyway, you didn't see any of those pictures. Shame on me. I didn't change it from here. You're stuck on the single supplements. And that's what it looks like anyway. So let me check my stream here and see why is it not. Okay, it appears to be switching now. I don't know if you saw all those pictures or not. I hope you did because I'd really like you to. I'm just gonna. I don't quite know why it didn't cooperate. It should have. I just happened to look over and notice that your screen was not the one that I was looking at. So let me just click on the Amadante again and show you. There we go. Are the staterooms that I was looking at. Okay, there's your suite. This is taking extra time, but it's important. So I'm just going to show you the suite. And I'm going to show you a double occupancy room. Why is the screen changing? It should be. I don't know what's going on with that. Probably because it's an external link. It's just not wanting to show you what I'm showing. Or is it? She's clicking back and forth. Let's see if we can change it to a different screen. Yeah, we'll change it. It just doesn't. There we go. It doesn't want to cooperate. I think that should work for you. And this again is your double occupancy stateroom, floor plan, what the bed looks like. Sorry about this, guys. I don't know why it wasn't. It should have automatically done what I wanted to do, but it didn't. So I'll go back through one more time. Show you the suite. There's your suite floor plan, and there's your sleeping arrangements, what your room looks like. Very comfy, very cozy, very intimate. Okay. Go back to your single, what your single looks like. So again, it's kind of small, but only for one person, right? Okay. So hopefully this will cooperate once again. We're gonna go back to special offers and pick up on Save with Air Plus. Yeah. So Save with Air Plus, that's for like $8.99 per person based on this year's rates. Uh, you'll pay if you don't have a selling with the free airfare, and it's going to the wrong one. I'm clicking on the wrong one. One second. I gotta go to the air portion. Air Plus. Okay. Save on your airfare with Air Plus special rates. $9.99 per person for 26 and 27. It did go up $100. Premium class is $22.99 per person. Business class, which is identical to first class, $42.99 per person. These are European prices, so they're more than what you're going to know in the United States if you get a lot of pricing. But keep in mind, I help you with your budgeting and payments on all of your trips. So we do all of that, get you on payment plans, keep your deadlines up to date, make sure you're paying, make sure you don't get canceled. It's applicable to select Europe sailings within 330 days of departure with the current reach of promotion, and all Europe sailings outside of 330 days of departure. So certain sailings within 330, all outside of 330 or further away from. Air Plus rates may not be available for your preferred airline, flight, routing, or travel dates. One thing to keep in mind, when you talk about Air Plus, when you talk about the complimentary air, you're talking about economy. So it's not going to be the double wide seats and all that stuff. It's going to be whatever they find available at the most economical rate. So if you are interested in anything else, then you have to go up here and look at these other rates. Economy air versus premium versus business class is what you would look at. Okay, so going back to our offers, 2-for-1 land package is still in effect for the Mekong River. What that is basically that you're buying a boat go. You pay the price of the land package for one person, and you get the same amenities for both. For a limited time, incredible 8-night pre and post cruise land packages in Vietnam and Cambodia to your 7-night charm. So it makes it a 15-night stay at a special 2-for-1 land price on select sailings. Enjoy Hanoi, Halong Bay, Siem Reap, and Ho Chi Minh City for an unforgettable experience at an amazing value. Offers only value for full 8-night pre and post cruise land package with the purchase of a 7-night. So you have to be committed to a 15-night trip. So again, these are trips of a lifetime. Trips of a lifetime. Luxury hotels, breakfast, guided tours, transfers, and luggage service between your hotel and river cruise, and a service of a professionally trained cruise manager throughout your river cruise journey and land journey. When we say cruise manager, we're talking about destination experts. They know all about the place. So you don't know anything. You just jump on board and enjoy yourself. Okay. I wanted to click on some pictures so you can see some of the things you experience in the Far East, Cambodia and Vietnam. Seeing a culture that for many, you know, has been hidden or that you've never seen before. Looks like I need to do another screen replacement here because it's not, it's not. Here we go. It wasn't cooperating. So here we go. Show you those photos. Scroll through so you can get a good idea. Vietnam, Mighty Mekong, Cambodia, Halong Bay, Cambodia again, Angkor Archaeological Park. So yeah, another great experience. Now we're going back to our slide. I think we're getting down to, yeah, I'm gonna skip over combination cruises. That's if you want to back-to-back cruises, you can save continually on cruises that you back to back with each other. We will look at the military offer because I almost missed that last time. So I want to go over that so our military folks out there can get an idea of the savings that are available. We always want to take care of our veterans and our active duty service members. So you're seeing a picture of uh, Normandy Beach there with the monument and the flags and everything. But for our service members, you always can save up to save $250 per active or retired military member on any of the river cruises that AMA Waterways provides, with the exception of African and safaris and wildlife cruises. It's combinable with promotions or offers. When you mention the code that I mentioned, and then make sure you get take advantage of every offer that you have. That's what I do with your agent. I handle all those details for you. Or you can choose a 2-for-1 on certain 25 and 26 river cruises that are listed below. If you see these, obviously a lot of these are December, but as you can see, these are all 25. So, unless you're ready to go now, which I can make happen at the last minute, these might be out of sight for you. But if you click on 26 here within my personal website, which I'll share with you a little bit later, you'll see all the ones that are available 2-for-1, 2-for-1 discount. And also there's single sailor stuff for our military folks. There are always single sailor supplements available, or where you don't have to pay for that separate person, because you buy yourself. And you may not be married, you may just be single sailor, marine. So that way you can take advantage of that. So this is, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the special offers section of AMA Waterways website. I have links identical on my co-branded website. Loyalty, appreciation. We won't really talk about that. That's for second time or later cruisers. You'll get benefits, special award ceremonies, not award ceremonies, but welcome ceremonies, cocktail events that you'll be invited to as a repeat guest if you want that, and referral savings. You can save up to $300 off your current itinerary if you're referring other members to that cruise or a later cruise. Okay, so those are all of your special offers that we're going to talk about tonight, guys. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. If you want to reach out to me, I'm putting up my contact information for Stapleton Direct Travel. 330-328-3205 is the number. Email address is listed there in front of you. And my website is amawaterways.com/agent/Stapleton Direct Travel. As you see listed on the screen, you can go there and you can look up all of these sailings I brought you information on tonight, and you can book, you can contact me and get more information. We can get you started. I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite videos from our waterways. This is the Alma Magdalena. Listen,
The Magdalena
take
is
a
not just a river, it is memory in motion. It is the pulse of a nation, a liquid thread stitching past and present with the shimmer of ancestral stories. On these sacred waters, where dreams drift like butterflies of yellow paper, we christen not merely a vessel, but a promise.
I named this ship Ama Magdalena.
A promise that wonder shall sail again, that solitude may find its companion, and that every guest aboard the Ama Magdalena shall feel the timeless breath of Colombia, whispering,
guys, thanks for watching tonight. Thank you for being here. You could be anywhere you wanted to be on a Wednesday night, but you're sitting here watching this for me. I appreciate you. Glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. You're the reason why I do this. I want you to have all the information at your fingertips. So when you get ready to take a river cruise, a luxury river cruise, you know who to come to. Stapleton Direct Travel. I will handle everything for you. Steve Stapleton. I work real hard to keep you satisfied. Remember, river cruises take you through the country, whereas ocean cruises take you to a country. So if you want an experience where you're going to go through the country, everywhere you stop, your steps away from the landmarks, the Eiffel Tower, castles, fortresses, old ancient ruins, things like that. You're away from it all because you're going up the river through the country. And these are knowledgeable people, cruise managers, experts in the country. They're going to take you through and help you out and let you know exactly what you need to know. Want to learn, you want some good foodie opportunities, gastronomy, all that good stuff, you want to check out I'm a Waterways. 330-328-3205 is my number. Again, thanks for coming tonight. Have a good week. Be blessed. Thanks, guys.